Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Simplified Organic. Today's topic is nomenclature of alkanes and the rules. What are the rules applicable for naming a alkane? So let's begin with the rule number 1. Rules to name alkanes. Rule number 1. Select longest possible chain. Select the longest possible chain and consider it as parent chain. Consider it as parent chain. Like for example, I have this carbon chain, and in this case the longest chain is, this is the longest chain and this is considered as parent chain. Like another example, for example, I have a compound in this way. For example, I have this compound. So in this case, if you see, this is the longest chain we have. And this is considered as the parent chain. One more example, like if I have this compound and in this case the longest possible chain is this one. This is the longest possible chain we have. So this is the parent chain. This is the rule number 1 we have. Now rule number 2. Once you select the parent chain, once you decide the parent chain, rule number 2, number the parent chain, number the parent chain in such a way that the substituent gets least possible number. The substituent get least possible number. For example, if I have this carbon chain and accordingly this is the parent chain we have, this is the possible parent chain, longest chain, and if I number from this direction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the substituent is getting 4th position. Substituent is getting the 4th position. If I number from another direction, that is this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the position of the substituent? It's a 2nd position. So this is the correct way of numbering and this is the wrong way of numbering. So this is the rule number 2, where you need to number the parent chain in such a way that the substituent should get least possible number. What do you mean by substituent? What do you mean by substituent? The part which is not in the parent chain here. Okay, the part which is not in the parent chain is called as substituent. In my previous lecture, I have already discussed about these branches. This is called as methyl. I have discussed about the prefixes of alkane in the last lecture. Please, you can refer that. You can go through that video. Nomenclature of alkane alicyclic compounds as a groups. Now coming to this rule number 3, if more than one substituent is possible, if more than one substituent is possible, number the parent chain by following lowest point of difference rule. By following lowest point of difference rule, or also called as lowest locant rule. Also called as lowest locant rule. What exactly it means? Let us discuss one example. You will get an idea. For example, this is the carbon chain, the parent chain which I have, and somewhere I have one branch here, and somewhere I have one branch here. Now, what is the parent chain we have? This is the parent chain we have. If I number it from these directions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What are the positions of substituent? So called as locant. Locant of the substituent is 3.6. Okay. Now, if I number from the other direction, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is the locants we have? We have 2.5. So now we have two locants, 3.6 and 2.5. And this is 3, this is 2, this is the smallest number. So this is correct and this is wrong. Once again, I'm repeating, this is called as lowest locant rule, where you have to check the locants of the substituent. Sorry, we have to check for the locants of the substituent. And I want to make one point clear here, that is lowest sum rule is not valid now. Lowest sum rule is not valid now. That is lowest point of difference rule or lowest locant rule you have to follow. So this is about the rule number 3. You have to number the parent chain in such a direction that you should get lowest locant of substituent. Now rule number 4. Rule number 4. If different substituents are possible at same locant, then what to do? Means, for example, if this is the carbon chain I have, and here I have chloro, and here I have something like bromo. And if I number the parent chain, see, this is the parent chain I have, and these two are the substituents. If I number from this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what are the locants? 2.4. And if I number from the other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the locants are 2.4. So when locants are same, then what to do? So rule says then follow alphabetical order. Alphabetical order to decide the direction. To decide the direction of numbering. I hope this rule is clear to everyone. When locants are same, then what to do? Then follow alphabetical order to decide the numbering, direction of numbering. So here you have 2.4, you have 2.4, you have same locants, same locant. Then, so if I move from this direction, if I move from this direction, I'm getting chloro first, chloro C. And here, if I move in this direction, I'm getting bromo first. So by following alphabetical order, B will come first. So this is the right way of numbering, and this is the wrong way of numbering. Okay. So one point I want to make it clear here, that always first you have to check lowest locant rule. If you are able to decide the direction of numbering with lowest locant rule, no need to go for the alphabetical order. If the locants are same, then you have to follow the alphabetical order. I hope this point is clear to everyone. Rule number 5. If same substituent, if the same substituent is possible at same or different locant, or I'll make it like this. I'll put it in this way. If the same substituent is possible many times, if the same substituent is possible many times on parent chain, then numerical prefixes, the numerical prefixes like di, tri, tetra, penta, etc. should be used. Like for example, I have this parent chain and here I have a methyl. So now think, from which direction should I number this? From this direction. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at second position is methyl, at third position also it's methyl. So 2 times the methyl is acting as a branch here. So it is called as dimethyl. So when the same substituent is possible, then you have to use di, tri, tetra, etc. before the branch. Numerical prefix should be used. I hope this is clear. Now let's go for the next very important rule. Sixth one. If two or more longest chains are possible, then select that chain as parent. Select that chain as the parent, which includes more number of substituents. More number of substituents. Like for example, imagine I have a compound something like this, and here I have branch, and here I have a branch like this. So if I'll copy this. Let me copy this same. Okay. So in this compound, I can go for two chains. See, in the first case, if I take this as the parent chain, if I take this as the longest chain, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the root word. Now, if I take a longest chain in this way, if I take a longest chain in this way, now please check. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is also, this first structure also having the longest chain of 8, and the second is also having the longest chain of 8 carbons. Now rule says, which according to rule, we have to consider that chain as the parent chain, which has got more number of substituents. Like, see, in this, we have these two as the substituent. So here you have two substituents. But in this case, see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 substituents. So therefore, this is the correct parent chain and this is the wrong parent chain. So once again, I'm repeating, the rule says if you have 2 or more longest chains are possible, select that chain as the parent chain, which includes more number of substituents. This is the rule number 6, very important rule. Okay. Rule number 7. Next rule. Rule number 7. Follow alphabetical order. Follow alphabetical order while writing the prefixes. While writing the prefixes. For example, if I take this type of compound, somewhere methyl here, somewhere Br here, somewhere Cl here. These type of compounds does not exist. These are just for practice. Okay, give me a moment. Somewhere nitro here. So now following lowest point of difference rule. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what are the locants are getting? 2 dot, 3 dot, 5 dot, 5. And if I number from the other direction, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm getting 3 dot, 3 dot, 5 dot, 6. So this is the lowest point of difference. So this is the red direction. Left to right is the right way of numbering. This is the right way of numbering, and this is the wrong way of numbering. So anyway, if it is wrong, I'll just erase this. Okay, so not required. So after deciding the numbering, now this is the substance. We have chloro, we have bromo, we have nitro, we have methyl. Okay, so while writing the name, I have to follow alphabetical order. That is 3 bromo, B will come first. Then comes 2 chloro, positions are compulsory. 5 LMN, M will come first. So methyl. So 5 methyl, then 5 nitro. This is the rule you need to follow by following the alphabetical order. B we have, here C we have, M we have, and N we have. So when different substituents are possible, while writing the name, you have to follow the alphabetical order. I hope, sorry, this is clear, everyone. So these are the rules of, to name an alkane, right? So that's all with this lecture. In the next part, I'm going to discuss about the nomenclature of alkenes and alkynes. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.